Yeah, what's up guys? Welcome to DT Creations. We're back with a new video about computer virus. Now let's discuss about computer virus in this section. Where so you might have all heard the name virus. I hope so because you are starting the cybersecurity, that means you have already heard the name virus. But in order to complete that formality, we will understand what actually virus is. I will give a technical definition as well as simple definition of virus. Well, virus is nothing but a type of malware that is created in order to harm your device. Now, put it in a technical terms, a computer virus is a malicious program that itself replicates by copying itself to another program. You know, there are many types of viruses. I bet you know viruses, but you don't know the types of viruses. So, there are totally many different types of viruses, but out of those, these are the 5 most popular types of viruses: file infectors, macroviruses, overwrite, polymorphic, and resident virus. I will talk about each and everything about virus in detail in the coming videos. So, first of all, let's look at the file infector. Why file infectors are interesting type of viruses? They only affect that have .com and .exe extension. You never know when your file is infected by a file infector, because you would be thinking that you are clicking on a file or a .com file, but you never know that if a file infector is hidden in that file. So what does the file infector actually do? When you try to execute the program or when you try to click on the .com file, that the file infector, the virus duplicate the malicious codes, and the most horrible thing is it applies to all other applications in your computer. So that is why the most important thing to do to avoid this problem is never download anything from untrusted sites or worthy. I mean, you guys download movies or songs from the websites that have lots of ads and that looks always spammy. Even some websites don't have an SSL certificate. Don't worry, I will make you understand everything in the coming videos. What is SSL, what is encryption, everything. So now let's look at the most popular type of file infector. Well, the first one is Jerusalem file infector. Now you might have heard the name Jerusalem. Okay, so actually Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, but this is not what we are going to discuss in this video. We are going to discuss about what actually is this file infector do. Okay, I am going to tell you the story of this virus. It was the year 1987 when this type of file infector was first discovered in Jerusalem city. Now, at the time, the most popular operating system was MS-DOS, that is Microsoft based operating system. This was the most popular operating system at the time, and Jerusalem virus was started infecting that type of operating system. Now, what does Jerusalem virus do? Before telling you that, let me tell you that there is also another name for Jerusalem virus known as Friday the 13th virus. Now, why does it have such an interesting name? Let me tell you. It activates when the system date is Friday 13th and it deletes all the files that are running on the computer. So, this is the work of Jerusalem virus. Now let me tell you something more about Jerusalem virus. Jerusalem virus infects with .com and .exe file extension. Now what does the Jerusalem virus do? The size of those files that are infected will start increasing. For example, if the file with .com extension increased by 1813 bytes. Now, when these files start increasing, the thing is simple. This will reduce the memory available in the computer, and when this happens, it causes the computer to slow down. So, this is reality. This is how Jerusalem virus infected were thousands and thousands of operating system. Nowadays, this type of file infector is not to be seen. This type of file infectors in nowadays obsolete. You can't see this type of viruses. But after 1987, there were many new versions of this virus. The people love taking inventions, new different versions of these kind of things. So now we will discuss the second most important or most popular file infector, that none other than Cascade. This type of file infector has a very interesting story behind it, but before telling you that, let's understand what actually is a Cascade virus. It is one of the most type of malware that affected the MS-DOS system. Now this virus was not that harmful, but this cause of symbols to fall to the bottom of the screen, making work on the infected computer nearly impossible. Now this kind of notorious virus that is just created in order to cause a commotion, or in order to cause make working impossible for people. This caused, like you see in the picture, the symbols are falling so that people can't read and can't work properly on their devices. Hey, where I'm going? I was telling this story, right? Okay. You all heard the name Kaspersky. I guess most of you have heard Kaspersky. It is the one of the most renowned and one of the most famous antivirus company. They have their own antivirus, that is Kaspersky Lab by Kaspersky. The most amazing antivirus, that is Kaspersky. The most amazing antivirus, that is Kaspersky. So Cascade was the first virus that Eugene Kaspersky, who was the CEO and who was the inventor of Kaspersky Lab. In the year 1989, at the time the virus was detected. So this guy that is used in Kaspersky, it disassembled the virus and wrote a tool that helped to remove it. This tool became so popular among his friends and the correct acquaintance that that was when I decided to devote all of his time to developing an antivirus solution. That antivirus became commercially available in 1992, and in the 1997 the company Kaspersky was founded. So if file infector were not to be discovered, then you might not ever found of this company Kaspersky. And after that, Kaspersky has had more than millions of people help protecting them. So I guess this was an interesting story, and it is a kind of motivation for you to learn that how a virus help Hood to build $1 million, not a million, $1 billion company. Okay guys, that's it for this video. If you like the video, go and smash the subscribe like button.